Hi, in this exercise, I'm going to examine which bowl has the highest graduation rate. The purpose I'm doing this project was to examine which bowl has the highest student taking the region, and because the student who take the region and if they pass the region, they are possibly graduate from high school. And if the students are more ambitious, they can take the advanced region test, which means they can use those tests to distinct themselves for college application. And and with the with this data, I will examine if the university students are competitive. And let's look at the data. And I got the demographic, the race, Asia, Black, or Hispanic, and white, the borough, the university 5 borough, cohort, the year that the data are collected, and total number of high school graduate, and so on and so on. And I would like to talk about the period table here. Well, I create this field by using the calculation field here. Well, I create this my own function because I would like to calculate the number of students who take the regular region. The data doesn't give me this data, so I created by myself, and I found this feature is particularly useful because I could create my own function by myself, and sometimes because the pivot table field doesn't have the data you want. And here is how you create the function. You go to the field item and set and calculation field, and you just type up the name and you type up your own function. And that's how I create my own function here, the total region minus the advanced region. And the data was shown right here on this particular part. Okay, let's talk about the dashboard. And first of all, I got 3 charts. The chart here is the sum of enroll and dropout. The second chart is the number of high school students taking the region test. And the last chart would be the sum of the total graduation by all 5 boards. Well, the reason I create this chart is to calculate the demographic dropout and the enroll rate from 2001 to 2006. And on the second chart, I'm doing the comparison between each 5 boroughs to see how many students taking the region. And by this chart, I would like to show which borough has the highest graduation rate. Oh, okay, let's look at the Asia. Well, the enroll rate is around 2,000, and the dropout rate is around 1,000. So that means if there's a two Asia and enroll the school, and possibly one would drop out because the ratio is 2 to 1. And we can see right here, the Queens has the highest still, or the Asian is the Asian are taking a lot of region tests in Queens compared to other 5 bowl, and we can see about 1.5 students who take the total region test. They also would like to take the advanced region test. And now let's look at the Black. Well, for almost 8,000 African American enroll in high school. About 4,000 of them would drop out. It is a lot of students dropping out, and it is just like the Asia. It is almost 2-1 too. And as we can see, Brooklyn has the highest African student taking the region test. And no, but however, only 1/5 of African American they take the region test. They also take the advanced region. And as we can see here, well, the Brooklyn has the highest graduation rate. And now let's look at the Hispanic. Well, 9,000 students or Hispanic enroll in the high school, and about 5,000 Hispanic students will drop out. That's the ratio of dropout is 9-5. Well, that means nine students enroll in high school, 5 of them will drop out. That's a lot of students dropping out, and it is a waste of human capital. And now let's look at the number of students taking the region test. And as we can see, the Hispanic students in Bronx and Manhattan and Queens, they are about the same amount of students taking the region test, but only 1/7 of Hispanic students are taking the advanced region test. Well, as we can see, these 3 boroughs, Bronx, Manhattan, and Queens 3 boroughs, so they have almost the same amount of the graduation rates. And now let's look at the white American student. Well, it is like almost 2-1 to the ratio of dropout. 2 students enroll, 1 of them drop out. While Brooklyn has the highest graduation, the student taking the region test, and it is almost like Asia. 1.5 also would like to take the advanced region, as you can see here. And Staten Island has a lot of white population residents, so this field is much more than other boroughs. Well, and I believe this dashboard is useful to find to do a comparison for all 5 boroughs. Well, as we can see, the borough total, it means all the category combined here, and the ratio of job is almost 2-1, and the student and Brooklyn and Queens has the highest student taking the region. And well, as we can see, these 2 field has the highest student. These 2 boroughs has the highest graduation rates. And well, by looking at this dashboard, my concern is that there's a lot of students dropping out, because if we look at the Asia, Black, Hispanic, and white, the ratio is like 2-1, and it is a waste of the taxpayer money for so many people, students dropping out, and it also waste of human capital. And I believe this dashboard would be useful for Department of Education to address the dropout issue. That's the purpose of this project. Thank you very much.